This is the best wall mounting system I've ever seen. So what's up guys, Fourier and welcome to Shades of Tech. In the last year we changed many TV on the stone wall of the studio. You might remember the beautiful LG OLED C9 from last month. Today's video is special for two reasons. First, because this is an 8K TV, the first 8K TV in the studio. It's the Samsung 8K Q950R 65-inch. Not the best TV for 2020, as we show you the LG 4K OLED C9 can look sharper than this 8K TV, but definitely a good 33 million pixels. And second, because it features the best wall mounting system in the world, the slickest I've ever seen, the no gap support that turns your TV into a frame on the wall. It's so good that I really hope it will become the standard for all the future models from all the brands. The Samsung Q950R 8K TV features a boxy design, which is not very beautiful if you place it on the media center, and actually it's perfect for wall mounting because you will be able to go basically against the wall with a no-gap approach, as the name suggests. The no-gap system is branded by Samsung, and I had some complaints because this forced Samsung engineer to put the VISA up in the TV, getting pretty much unusable if you already have a VISA mounting system wall mounted in the wall. More on this video. Bad news, Samsung sells this special support for around $100. It's a lot, but the good news is that there are third-party compatible support, which costs half, around $40 to $50. And I'll make a special video where I tell you all about the MacLean no-gap support I bought and use in this video. And what is awesome is that I was able to wall mount a huge 40 kg 65-inch TV alone. Is it even possible? Also, the mounting process was very fast and easy. So of course we needed to remove the LG C9 and the VISA wall mounting system we used for the last year. We fixed the other part of the system on the back of the TV with 4 more screws, lifting the bar that will hang later on the wall part of the system. Then I alone lifted the TV and paired the two parts. That's it. The system lets you adjust the horizontal level and you're done. And this is the final result. Pretty impressive, isn't it? To be told, this isn't the first TV with a no-gap wall mount. LG invented it with the wallpaper signature line, but it's the first $2 to $3K range. And this is really awesome. I love how this TV turned out. I love the looks that it gives to the studio. I love the floating style, and the minimal and the cable management is awesome with the one cable connect box. Just one overkill optic fiber cable runs from the media center to the TV, delivering power, signal, internet, HDMI and audio connection. This is a futuristic design but will be used probably by all the other TV brands in the future. If you sit in front of the TV, you won't notice many difference from the C9, but on the side it's a huge improvement. I really can't go back anymore with this wall mounting approach. Now the TV seems like a frame, and Samsung also thought about the ambient mode you can turn on with a convenient button on the remote, and you can choose between amazing wallpapers or even mimic the background wall if you want, even if this last part doesn't work so well so far. What I miss is the ability to stream your photos like a PowerPoint, but of course it can be turned on via a future update. For me, the TV is so close to the wall, around 2 to 3 cm, like an Apple Magic Trackpad, and it's literally the closest I can get because I have the tiles with texture, but on a flat wall I'm sure you can go basically even closer to the wall, and this is awesome. You should really try it. I know what you're thinking. All of my wall-mounted TV always had an RGB LED light. Why this one doesn't have it? Well, for two reasons. The first, it's so close to the wall that a normal LED strip can make widespread enough light, and second, because I'm working on a Philips Hue stop with the Play HDMI sync box using an outdoor light. Really looking forward for this. So that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching me so far. Be sure to like or dislike this video, comment and subscribe for the next episode. And as always, stay tuned on Shades of Tech. Ciao!